Okay, here's today's walkthrough. Yesterday, we started on this bedroom and we got the rough demo done. We are doing what we call rough demo now, and that means you take out everything that you can in big sheets, the biggest pieces, and then we come back and we take out this other stuff here. This is fine demo, where you take this out and then you take the nails out and any other little pieces that you miss, along the way, so that you get it all the way down. It just takes too long. It actually takes about as long to do that fine demo as it does the hard big stuff. So this is bedroom number 1 that we started demo on yesterday, and then we got part of this hall demoed, and we started in these 2 bedrooms. We got this wall pretty much done. Haven't got to that one. Got this one done and this one done. And then over here in this 3rd bedroom, we just got it started. We've got this wall out, so now we've got a shortcut through here, so that we can carry out trash instead of walking all the way around the house. And then we've got 1, 2, 3 walls left in this room. But the house is losing a little weight, and you can start to see through it in places, and we're excited about the progress that we're making. Not as fast as we would want, but this is really hard work here, and it takes, the temperature here in Galveston is about 90, and the humidity is about 95%. So you add those 2 things together, and that heat coefficient, or whatever it feels like, is way over 100 degrees, and I'm telling you, you just pour with a sweat. You don't even have to really work and you'll be sweating. So let's go out to the garage and let's see how much we've got in our trailer. Remember, we dumped this trailer yesterday, and all that demo that we did. So looky there. We got almost another trailer load. This thing will be easily filled up before the end of the morning today. Okay, there's the big boss. She's coming today to look at our progress.
Yeah, I haven't been since y'all did the demo, so let's see what it looks like. Ooh, it's so much bigger, it's so much airier, and I can see how nice and open it's gonna be. It's gonna look great. Good job, guys. So we do 36, and it comes to about right here. And that leaves us with, and this is the problem spot in the kitchen, is that we have this little tiny space over here. You gotta leave, you always have to leave, how much should we leave for drywall, Mike?
Half an inch on each side.
Half an inch for the drywall. So whatever this measurement is, mine is a half an inch, and you always wanna leave like a half an inch extra because you never want to get your cabinets too big. If you order too many cabinets with too many inches, they don't fit. So it's better to have less inches so you can put a filler in than have too many inches where the cabinets don't fit, because you can't make those walls move. So that's the little problem spot right there. And we're just gonna make the base cabinet, it's gonna have to be part of the sink cabinet. So it'll be a larger sink cabinet, more like 42 inches, 42 inches. So that it can go all the way to the wall. 36, so we have to figure out what to do with that 17 inches. So we can put probably a 15-inch, put a 15-inch cabinet over there. We have 17 inches between the wall and the sink cabinet. So the cabinets come in certain stock sizes, 15-inch, 18-inch. So we can't do 18-inch, we'll go with 15. 181 inches. So we need to take an inch, 181 inches, you have to take an inch off each wall. And then you need to leave an inch on each side of the stove because you have to have space on the side of the stove.
Okay, watch out holding that next to that. Yeah.
Oh, is that live?
Yeah.
Oh, well that would be bad, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Could ruin your day.
Okay, so here we can probably, we can put a 24-inch cabinet. Okay.
It takes time, you know, when you're a master to do things, figure stuff out.
My original plan, I didn't have all the dimensions exactly like they are now because the kitchen wasn't demoed. So the walls were thicker, we had tile on them, and so now everything's different. So you have to come back and measure because the first plan is just a rough plan. So I brought some blue painter's tape to figure out where things are gonna go so we can kind of measure around them. Now I know I could just take the measurements, go sit down at the computer and figure all this out, but I like to see it planned out on the floor with my eyes because I like the visual. I can't find where the tape ends. Where's it end, Mike?
Your life is so hard. Let me help you. Okay, I have a very unique roll of tape here. If anybody's interested in buying this, it's very expensive because it has no end on it. This roll does not have a beginning or an end. I guess they call it an infinity roll.
It's an infinity roll?
Yeah, there's something. Ah, there it is. I really can't get on you because it took me a while to find it.
Just such simple things we can't figure out, right?
Oh. And we can redo a whole house from beginning to end. Make us look like we don't know what we're doing.
Well, don't say that. It could be true. Come here, Mike. That's a stove right there. That's beauty, isn't it?
Wow.
That's beautiful. Okay, now we know how much space we have from here to the next wall. Let's see, 66 inches here. And it's totally different than what my plans say. So I have to go back and redo the plans on the computer now that they've done the demo. This closet right here still has to be demoed on the other side. But this is where we're gonna put a vanity. So we need to measure that too, so I can get the vanity ordered. So we could fit a 72-inch vanity in there, easy. Bedrooms are pretty easy, just, new drywall. We'll be good to go. So here we've got this kind of narrow doorway that you have to go through right now. And it's gonna be so nice when they get those new beams put in and all of this is gonna go away and we have this big wide open space where you can walk. It's gonna be so much nicer. We're gonna put French doors here. And that way it can be used however people wanna use it. They can use it as a bedroom or they can use it as, if I were using it, I'd make it a music room. But they can use it as a study or whatever they want to use it for. And with the French doors, it just makes the room a lot more versatile. We're going to be enclosing this wall right here because this is where the TV is going to go. And we're probably going to put some kind of a rock or brick here, just make it kind of an accent wall, make it really pretty.
This house has the thickest latex paint I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh.
It's what holds the entire house together. We fought this all through demo.
Pause it.
I've never seen anything like this before.
98 inches we have for vanity in here, which is awesome. It's going to be great. This was 2 closets here, and we have an entryway from the garage. This entry from the garage is being moved so we can use it for this bathroom. So now we're gonna put a big shower right here, and obviously nobody will be able to open that door anymore and come in because it's gonna be a wall, a shower wall. Put a big shower here and a big closet there. Have a nice big walk-in closet. So that's a 5'5" of closet that we have. So this can be a 42-inch shower, which is plenty big enough. We could even make it a 42 by 42 square shower. It's gonna be great. And I think I've measured everything I need to measure today. So I'll go back home and do some more work on the computer and start ordering things. I'm excited when I get to go shopping and order.
So what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, I got a call from one of our regular customers that has a rental house, and the dryer never was vented outside. So got all this dryer lint inside. So what we did, we came in, we drilled a hole through here. And since this is Galveston, all the houses are up on stilts with like 12 by 12 stilts holding them up. So we had to go all the way through the wall and start our hole, and then come to the outside and go ahead and drill it from the outside, because the darn drill wouldn't reach through there because it was such a far gap. So there you've got this. We drilled that out, put the new dryer vent in, so when the air comes through there, those will pop out. And now we're gonna hook up the dryer to the cord, or to the dryer vent pipe, and we'll be done with this one. So hold on a second. Okay, today we're doing demo in the bathroom here, and as you can see, the pretty blue tile is starting to go away. They got one wall out already there, and already got that wall out. I'm gonna start working on this one here in the tub, and then we're gonna take the floor out and all this pretty stuff here out as well. Well guys, as you can see, this sure looks a little different, huh? This was the blue bathroom earlier this morning. Look what the guys are dealing with here. So you've got all of this mortar concrete base on top of wood, and then the tile on top of that. Look at that, that's gotta be 3 inches almost. And we had to dig all of that out. Oh, there's metal lath in it too. See, there's the metal lath, so you can see the imprint, that stuff, whew. And then underneath it all, there you can finally see the wood. That's wood down there. But I'm afraid that when we get all of this rubble finally out of here, then we might run into some rot. All right, guys, here is load number 4. This is load number 4. So our house is definitely getting a diet. It's getting lighter. All the sheetrock, all the cabinet, taking a trip to the junkyard. So we've got an issue here. This is the master bedroom here. And this entire suite here, all the way through here, used to be the original garage. And this was an addition that was done. We know that for sure now because we've got everything tore apart here, and I noticed that these little panels right down here were higher in the closet that covered this area. And when you look down inside of here, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. That's the original garage floor down there, still all intact. And when you go underneath those, or you go down those stairs right there, those stairs aren't attached to anything, and you can pull them out and you can climb underneath this and you can see all the original garage flooring and everything. We're gonna take all of this out and open it up for a wide master bath. But what I wasn't planning on is the fact that I can take these walls out. None of them are load bearing because it used to be a garage. You know, a garage doesn't have any partitions in it, of course. But when they built this, look what they did. This 2x4 for the wall goes all the way down to the cement garage floor. So now, in order to take this wall here out, I'm gonna have to probably cut those off with the Sawzall. They aren't just gonna come out nicely. Okay, I haven't introduced you guys yet to Casey. Casey is our newest hire. He's been with us for about what, a month? About a month, and he is turning into my right-hand man. He's the only guy on this job that I have that's full-time. So Casey's with us full-time, and don't tell anybody, but I'm hoping that when this is all over, I can keep him on full-time and he'll want to stay with us. But he has been doing a lot of this demo work, and some days, you know, we don't have anybody else that can come over, and I'm here with him for a few minutes, and then I'll get called out to some type of an emergency maintenance call or something, or I've got hot tubs to clean and I have to leave him, and he's here all by himself. And you know, in Galveston, it's no fun doing demo all by yourself when it's 100 degrees almost and 100% humidity, and Casey never complains about it a bit, you know, and I come back and I apologize to him. He says, hey, that's no problem. I just turn my headphones on and keep working. So I'm glad to have Casey. He's a really good part of our team.